Hey guys, and welcome in to the Star Trek Discovery teaser breakdown kind of thing. I'm just going to watch this with you. I've already seen this a few times. We'll be able to pick up on some little things here. This is a Netflix trailer, and it shows, first and foremost, the USS Shenzhou, if I'm pronouncing that properly. This will be a secondary ship to the show as opposed to the USS Discovery. And it's, yeah, this is the underside, it looks like. So it looks like the bridge is here. Underneath the ship, which is a bit odd because the nacelles point downwards. So yeah, it's kind of an odd configuration. The first shot isn't even the right way up, but of course there's no up and down in space. So that's the first shot you get, and this is the USS Shenzhou. So if we hit play here, so this is the first time we see a spacesuit. A very futuristic looking spacesuit. Firstly, though, this is the captain and the first officer on a desert planet. It looks a lot better than mines that they used to film in back in the 60s. But yeah, first we have this lovely looking space walking outfit. Looks very cool. Looks very it kind of reminds me of Mass Effect, to be honest. This looks really nice. It's got like a weird blue light. Maybe Jarvis is in there. I don't know. So that looks pretty cool. So this is, of course, set 10 years before Spock and of course Kirk. So this is 10 years before the original NCC 1701 takes its first maiden voyage, I'm guessing. We're not really sure where this kind of fits. If this is, of course, part of... if this is going to be the J.J. Abrams universe. I'm really hoping it's not. I'm hoping this is the Prime universe. But yeah, so that is, this is kind of setting the tone and kind of where we are in the Star Trek universe at the moment.
You will never learn, Vulcan. Your tongue is too human.
So, that guy there, there's a lot of talk on the internet, and I'm pretty sure it is as well. That's Vulcan's dad. No, Vulcan's dad. Yes, the father of the Vulcans. No, this is Spock's dad, Sarkin. If I'm correct in saying that. Yeah, he sounds and looks very similar to the guy that played him in the J.J. Abrams movies. Well, he definitely sounds very like him. So yeah, that's quite a cool little throwback. But is he raising
too human?
Her?
Great.
There? I don't know. Is she like his daughter? I don't know. That's really bizarre. But I don't think she's Vulcan. This is where the kind of this is where the theorists come in, so you guys can sort that out. But we'll have to wait until the show's actually on to get the full picture. This looks really nice. This planet looks lovely with the kind of the Saturn rings, and there's like a moon there, which is quite cool.
Few and far between.
So this is our first glimpse at the actual bridge of the ship. Yeah, it's... I'm going to be honest, I don't like this, just because I don't know, I think it's the colour, it just doesn't look very nice in there. The TNG, the Enterprise D's bridge looked very cozy, looked really nice. I love that. My favourite bridge is the Next Generation Enterprise D bridge. But this kind of feels like the Kelvin from the J.J. Abrams universe. And I'm just not really too huge on these giant struts that are coming across here. I think someone mentioned in another video that I saw, basically they bang their heads on them. They look incredibly dangerous. But I do like the layout here of of course the consoles. So of course you have navigation and everything else here, and weapons maybe, and that might be communication. But yeah, it's quite cool. I do like the screens and everything look quite cool. There is a nice blue kind of overtone to this entire thing, which is really, really nice.
Often such lead.
Also, before we get past this, the uniform, very Enterprise. Not completely boiler suit, but kind of close. It's got some nice accenting there with the gold, so you might be able to tell rank and stuff like this. You can see this guy's got white here. Yeah,
a profound cause.
Oh, that's the right way up. That does look incredibly badass. To be honest, it looks very like a Klingon vessel. This undercarriage bit here, this bit here holding of course, the nacelles. That looks very Klingon, but it's a bit weird. It's like, have they like combined the technology of both? I don't know, but it looks really badass. I like that. I still love the fact that it's got the disc, but yeah, it makes it look very Federation as opposed to just completely Klingon. But of course, the Klingons are the bad guys because of course they haven't stopped squabbling. But yeah, so we won't have any Worfs in this, unfortunately. Worf is like one of my favorite characters, but no friendly Klingons. Well, there might be some friendly, but they're pretty much the bad guys. That is so badass. This is the first clip of the bridge come more up close, better lighting and stuff. You can see here there's some nice, like, maybe this is engineering possibly. Got some dials and stuff over here. It looks pretty cool. This is our first alien. We're not sure who he is at the moment, although it does have the classic joystick. Very, very cool. I love the physical, like, joystick and stuff. I love that design. And the captain's chair looks pretty awesome with like the swivelly chair, with the like nice red accenting, and you got some red accenting here as well. That looks really, really nice.
What am I looking at?
Object of unknown origin.
So, object of unknown origin. That might make an appearance later on in the trailer, but right now, that is the new captain. So we know who she is. And here is a view of the actual view screen. Very nice. This doesn't, of course, really fit into the chronological kind of aspect because, of course, this looks incredibly advanced for, in 10 years, the Constitution class is made, the original Enterprise comes out, and it has a crappy, tiny view screen. So, chronologically, this doesn't fit whatsoever. But that's if they're going for the Prime universe. If they're going for the J.J. Abrams universe, then yes, fair enough, this fits in perfectly with that. But it's not really very fitting. Although I do like the high-tech look of it. And it's got the Shinzao at the bottom right here. You can see it there. And it's also got like a weird vessel here. This is obviously the vessel that's unknown. Although, for some reason, it's a lot more clear here than it is there. So, why don't they just look at that? I don't know. But we get to see the joystick again. I wonder if that's like a flight stick from the 1990s they just found and just put on there. That's really cool.
Object of unknown origin.
Corridors, quite big. Very TOS era, like, wideness to them. I still really enjoyed the Enterprise D's corridors, but these will do, I suppose. I just don't like the metal color. Am I weird? Maybe. I don't know. I just don't like this metal color.
Come all this way, Captain. It would be irresponsible to leave whatever that is unknown.
Oh, it's the guy from Star Wars. Hey, what are you doing in this movie? In this TV show? What? That's the guy from Star Wars. Am I right? The guy that's on Bespin? Oh well, that's fine.
I sense the coming of death. I sense it coming now.
There's a close-up there of the alien guy. Alien McGee, we're going to call him. Hey, how's it going, Alien McGee? As you can see, this is all prosthetics, which is awesome. No CGI here, from what I can see. That looks awesome. His eyes look very weird. One's pointing in that direction. Maybe he has a lazy eye. We don't know. Maybe that's one of his character traits.
Coming now.
Not quite sure what ship that is. If we skip back here, that doesn't look Federation. That might be the ship that they've got on their sensors. As you guys can see, it's got like thrusters at the back here and what looks like 2 wings coming off here and here. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, unless that is the spacesuit. That might be the spacesuit. The thrusters here. Of course, we don't really know size. We can't really judge scale from that shot. So, that might... Yeah, I think that might be what it is. That might be the spacesuit. Okay, let's skip forward. Here we got the first officer basically standing up to what I assume is a Klingon. I'm not sure. With like a scythe. So maybe that's the Grim Reaper. We don't know. Another shot of the desert. This autumn. Oh, perfect. We have some callbacks to the old Star Trek. Okay, so incoming warp signatures. Klingon. Ah, it's so cool. As you guys can see there, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 slots, but they fill up. So I'm not really sure what those slots are supposed to kind of mean. I don't know. Oh, unless they're all Klingons, and they're obviously locking on, and each one will then show a Klingon symbol. But it's very useful that the computer does that for you. So yeah.
Contact Starfleet Command. We have engaged the Klingons.
Oh, there you go. So that is our first shot of a Klingon. There he is in all his glory. Very flared nostrils on this Klingon. Also, the ridges look they look very J.J. Abrams Klingon, which I'm not hugely fond of. And also in this timeline, in theory, they should still look like the original series Klingons, which just looked like humans pretty much, with like I think wilder eyebrows. And yeah, it just doesn't really fit. I'm not sure. Of course, the Klingons ended up basically taking space steroids and changing their entire like facial structure over time, and that's why they look the way they do. But that hasn't really happened yet in theory, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. But yeah, Klingon. That's what they're gonna look like. Very Anubis. This looks very Stargate. They look like the aliens from Stargate. I can't remember the names of them now. I had it in my head only a few moments ago. But yeah, if you know what I mean, Stargate, there you go.
We targeted.
So they might have some kind of, like, I don't know what this is that's hitting the ship. Unless that's some kind of, like, wave or maybe some kind of audio thing they're putting through the speakers to basically deafen everyone. I'm not really sure what that could be.
We target its neck, cut off.
And there you can see some more of the Klingons here. Some very kind of like weird looking ones here, especially with the 2 holes in their heads. That's kind of odd. So maybe they aren't Klingons. We don't know yet, but unless they're like different variants or different houses, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Cut off its head.
A new chapter. Oh, oh no! He really needs his bottle. Oh no! Feed him. Good God!
Doesn't fire first.
Oh my God! Okay, so first things, if you listen there, we're gonna hit play again on this.
Starfleet doesn't fire first.
Okay, so we can hear the red alert. The red alert's back, baby. Oh, I'm so happy. And this is the new warp effect. I'm not too fond of this, as long as they bring back the little explosion at the end of warp, like in the original series and TNG and Voyager and all those. You know, when the ship warps off and then it leaves that little kind of explosion in the background. They kind of forgot about that in the J.J. Abrams universe, so I'm hoping they bring that back. But yeah, I'm not too sure about this. It does look cool, but it just doesn't feel Star Trek for me. But anyway, here we go.
We have to.
Oh, incoming torpedoes! Hang on. Photon torpedo locked. Okay, here we go. So you guys can see photon torpedoes are locked on something here. If you look at the bottom here, you can actually see the 2. They have them both. What are they called? Inserted. And you can see the ammo count down here. 11 out of 200. It's very Call of Duty, but there you go.
What have you done out there on the edge of Federation space?
I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save all of you.
That is really cool. That's incredibly badass looking. I think that was what we saw earlier. It is the spacesuit with the thrusters. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. I'm super excited for this series. Ah! I'm seriously, like, right now, I am so excited. Let's see if it just says coming soon. Unfortunately, there's no actual release date as such right now. But there you go, Star Trek Discovery. What are your thoughts on this? Leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, but until next time, that's me, out. Bye, guys.